Should have grabbed a bag of chips too. I am starving.
Making all the right choices. Eating sweets and
Uh,
sounding like your mother, am I?
mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta do right by you. But then I'm gonna guess that your complaint is that there's nothing there that you're interested in and you don't want to have to spend any money ordering out.
Yep. Actually, I think I do have a way out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with food.
Long
Stupid.
enough.
Hey man, you can't just fucking magically food into your hand.
So what was your way out?
Um, hold on.
Go again.
Okay,
Alright, you're
there.
back.
I wasn't really gone. I was chewing my food, but it was fucking hot as hell, so I didn't want to move my tongue. Now,
You're
um,
back.
uh, I was explaining. Oh yeah, my way out. So there are these pre-made sandwiches that you
Oh,
put
the
in the
kind you get in that
microwave.
little triangular shaped plastic container
No,
with the little rat with the little seal on top that you just peel off.
no,
No, not that kind.
no. What the fuck?
Oh, is it the little bakery kind where it's the little sandwiches on the toothpicks?
It's not that kind of sandwich, dude.
Well, I named two different kinds of sandwiches.
It's not
That
even
you said they're
close to
pre-made.
that kind of sandwich.
To either of those sandwiches.
No, it's almost like a
This
burger
is
in a way.
a pre-made burger.
What the fuck is going on here? It's almost like a burger. It's, it's, man.
I imagine you saying what the fuck is going on here while looking at whatever you're eating.
No,
You
I
have
was
no
saying
idea
that about
what's
something I
going
was
on.
trying to do. Uh, all you need to know is that it is some sort of meat in between two fucking pieces of bread. There is no cheese involved. There is no, uh,
Well, it's on a cheeseburger.
no, it is not a
There you
cheeseburger.
go.
It is not even a burger. It is like a burger.
It's like a burger. It's not a sandwich. It's some sort of abomination.
It's not hamburger meat.
It's not patty meat.
No.
Okay, so are you telling me then that it's, ham, like actual just deli ham on burger buns?
No.
Anyone who does that is weird. Fight me. So
Yeah.
anyway, what is this? What is this
Well, I want
thing?
to say it's a rib sandwich, but it's not really a rib.
So you have no idea. You're just eating anything you found.
Nah,
You
man.
have no. You often eat
No,
things
no.
you can't
It's
even
the
identify.
meat. It's the meat from a rib, but no, there's no bone in. I guess
Okay,
they
what kind of
removed the
bread?
bone.
What kind of bread are we talking about here? Is this sliced bread? A grocery bread from a loaf
No, it is not sliced.
bread? Is
It's not your
some kind
typical
of
sliced bread. It's almost like a
some kind of
hamburger bread, but uh, like a
almost like
hamburger
hamburger bun?
bun, but it's like a longer hamburger bun. If that makes any sense.
Like hot dog buns.
Kinda, but it has the sesame.
But it has sesame seed.
Mhm.
Okay, then it sounds like you're eating a sandwich.
God damn it, dude. God
That's
damn
what
it.
that is called. That long that long burger bun is
Well,
just
no, look,
anything you put in
I
that. It's a sandwich.
I acknowledge it's a sandwich, but it's not like the ones you were naming.
It's not. It's not. A ham and cheese sandwich that you got in the refrigerated section of the store or at your local 7-Eleven, but it's some sort of sandwich, and I guess I can live with that information.
Hey, I think I described it pretty well.
I think I understand, but I still want to know, the pre-made part. Is this like you got this off of one of those fancy vending machines that gives sandwiches and
Pretty much like those fancy vending
personal
machines.
personal pizzas?
Yep, pretty much like one of those.
Oh, all right, but wait, or is it from one of those other kinds of vending machines where like there's like levels and they rotate? Like the
It's
entire
like
each
that.
level.
It's like that.
Okay, that's what I thought. Those are those. I've seen those, and they're usually specifically for sandwiches.
Hmm.
All right, things are making sense. So you brought this from work, or did someone else bring this?
You can buy them. Sam's Club.
Are they sponsoring tonight's stream?
I
They're
wish.
gonna name drop them every 10 minutes.
I wish.
Heard it here first.
You think I would have a job if they were sponsoring sponsoring?
Just because they're sponsoring you doesn't mean they're giving you enough to live off of.
I'll just have a bunch of fucking sponsors if Walmart was sponsored.
You gotta get Toshiba on you. Sponsor you. Why Toshiba, you might ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Because then you'll have insider information as to how they're gonna go bankrupt. And you can warn... Well, actually, no, you could actually use it to your advantage in the stock market. And the whole complicated mess, but...
I thought the end was near for that company. They didn't get with the times. They just let themselves fall into irrelevance. Oh my god, would you just fucking jump? There we go. Oh, but you jump over that. So who's sponsored by Toshiba that gave you the information?
No, nobody that I know of. I think don't they sponsor some video game tournaments of some sort? Maybe not, maybe not the
I don't know.
the Overwatch League. State your business. Perhaps some small scale fighting game league. Did you know that in 6 years? Did you know that in 6 years the prize pool for the biggest Tekken tournament
on whose orders
went from $6,000 to only $9,500?
Damn.
And that is not much at all, actually. That is not the kind of growth a tournament would hope to see in 6 years.
Yeah, man. That's pretty bad. 6 whole years?
And I could possibly even longer. Possibly even longer than that. This is why people who want to get into professional video games, fighting video games, are warned not to try to make that their primary source of income, because $9,500 isn't going to make you all the way to the next tournament next year.
God damn.
And what of John Pitcairn?
Depends on how often the tournaments are held.
Every year.
Oh god. Well, no. I meant like not just that.
Okay, yeah, there are multiple tournaments a year, but you can't expect nobody wins them all. Nobody goes and just dominates at every single one of them.
Yeah.
That's yet another reason, and that specifically is why I don't think anyone playing any of these esports professionally should rely solely on that, because you can't guarantee you're going to win every time. That alone is enough for me to say, you're not going to win every time. Now, something that I don't know, and maybe you could fill me in on this. Have esports reached this point that regular sports have, where because basketball players don't get paid just for every victory; they just get paid for playing. Esports haven't reached that, right? Where you just get paid just for participating, essentially. That seems like
the Overwatch League has.
Oh wow! People get paid just for participating.
Yeah, man, that shit is a full-fledged out league, dude. And I wish more people actually supported it.
I'm going back to Bunker Hill.
Well, isn't it getting more? I would imagine, right? Isn't it getting more support every year? More people are. I'm looking for the issue there is, I think the issue specifically. I think hold on. As I was saying that, I already came up with a counterpoint as to why that's not necessarily the case. I think the issue, one of the issues that esports in particular is having is that, unlike with regular sports, there are just so many video games. Now, of course, not all of them become tournament leagues that people can participate in, but there's just so many different video games, and there are always new video games coming out that want to become their own tournament league, that I think esports has become a bit too broad for any one particular game to get a consistent amount of viewership,
Well,
or an increased amount of viewership every year.
I don't
So
think
I don't think
that
we
is
can,
the
I don't think we
problem.
can expect, I don't think we can expect Overwatch to gain millions and millions after like 10 years. Sorry, there's gonna be another Overwatch game that they're gonna make in 10 years or something. Probably not. And that's gonna be the thing that we first.
Okay, so the problem with the league right now. Well, god damn it. Okay, so
I don't think what I said was necessarily wrong. I think that there are just so many video games that we can't all expect any one to really hit it big, or at least
I mean
not for
that's
that
fair
long.
enough. The thing about that is, there's no other game that even comes close to what the Overwatch League can do right now. And that's why I say there will be, but what I'm trying to say is that is not hindering Overwatch right now. What's hindering Overwatch right now is that the current meta of the game is pretty boring to watch. It only just broke a little bit, and even still now, certain teams don't haven't adapted what people really want. I think I told you before, there is a certain team comp that's played right now that is very boring to watch, but they play it because, I mean,
a specific combination of characters.
mm-hmm.
That's another issue. Yeah, that's another issue too that I can see balancing, since that's something that you can't really do with real actual people. You know, because you got a lot of people are involved in sports in just maintaining the fact that nobody, you know, has an edge, like
Yeah.
enhancement, like chemical enhancements and
Mm-hmm.
bringing in things, which would be pretty tough, I think, for some sort of basketball player to bring in some sort of special shoes with springs that can jump out of. But that's something that I think, you know, there aren't as many people specifically on balancing that are focused specifically on balancing the game. Because it's just the one game, you know. Maybe if you had the entire video game industry create a team that specifically focuses on balancing games for tournament purposes, then perhaps so. But I just don't think they currently have the numbers compared to regular sports to do that kind of thing, to make sure that everything is fair and balanced. And then even then, as you know, in regular sports, you have things like all-star teams.
Mm-hmm. So even they
And
are
I guess this,
balanced.
yeah. So I guess that this is kind of like that. I guess if people found the all-star team, and everyone's trying to find the answer to that.
Yeah. So okay, the thing right now is that it's just very boring to watch. It's not like any team has any upper advantage because of it. Just all the teams play that, so there is no upper advantage.
I wonder why people watch basketball when there's this, you know, a specific team that has basically all the best players in the entire league.
Yeah.
I kind of makes me wonder why people watch that, just to watch that team utterly crush every other team. You know, so people are okay with watching things that are boring because not everybody finds it boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure and saying that, I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't care. They're just like, maybe it's because they like the team that's winning, you know, the people behind it, or maybe they like the characters, or hell, maybe they don't care who wins, and maybe they just like the game and they just like to see skills.
We definitely have, you know, favorite teams and whatnot, but how can I put it? So,
you know, I think I might. When's the next game or whatever? I might join you watching that next time.
Oh, really? Now you're interested.
Not in that way. I just kind of want to see what the deal is. Like, I want to see
there's
this
actually a game that should be going on right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the downfall is that it's on Twitch.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's not it doesn't necessarily mean I can't watch it.
Yeah, but you'll
Tell you
have a
what,
hard time.
no. There's no guarantee that I'll have a hard time either. It seems to be specific to the person or whoever. I'm sure the people there, it's a whole company of people ensuring that the connection is good. So I'm sure that'll be fine. But anyway, let's set up something for the next time next week, if
Sure.
there is one next week. Whenever the next one is, that isn't today. This weekend. It could be even. It could even be during the weekday. I don't know. Like if there's one on Monday, I'm all for it.
There's you. Actually, I think they do Monday. Not too sure. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oof, that was close. Oh shit.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we could even if there's one tomorrow, I can do it tomorrow too.
I am almost 100% sure there's one tomorrow.
Well, just not today because today I can't afford to get distracted. There are actually some things that have been done today.
What do you have to do that's pressing you so much right now?
I would rather. Well, no, it's not. What did you say? Stress or press?
Press.
Anyway, I'd rather not say it.
You rather not what?
I would rather not say it in a stream.
Oh, okay. You can mute yourself. God damn it, no you can't, because then I wouldn't hear.
But anyway, it's not that big a deal. It's nothing too important. Well, it's a little actually, yeah, it's a little important, which is why I don't want to get distracted today. But I just have to make sure that it's just two things that I'm giving myself until tonight to do. But I can't wait any later.
The matches aren't gonna last forever, man.
I know, but you're streaming right now. You know, we're talking right now. We're gonna watch it on Monday anyway. If you got the time. And besides, I'm probably not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna watch enough until I get like I'll probably watch a few matches, but I just want to watch enough till the point where I think I understand, you know, what's going on. I don't really watch esports a lot, so I figured, hey, you know, might as well. And I picked this one in particular because it's one that I know that you want, so may as well. Since I know you're gonna be watching it, may as well watch it with you, and then we can chat while we watch. So seems like a big.
This is like no other esport. No other esport has the production quality.
Then it sounds like this is a good one to start with. Or maybe a bad one to start with, because then if I watch any others, it's just going to be downhill from here.
Yeah. I know Call of Duty is supposed to be starting one up as well. I doubt I will be interested in that one, to be honest. Because Call of Duty is so mindless. Not much strategic thing going there. What the fuck, dude?
What other
There's no winning.
Well, what other I was only to assume Destiny, but I don't know if you watch that anymore. Is that even a league? Is that something you watch?
There was never a league.
You never watched it. Okay. Are there any other esports that you watch besides Overwatch?
I tried, I actually really liked, the Rainbow Six Siege League. That was pretty good.
Hey, League of Legends has an esports tournament league, don't they?
Yeah, but I've never been interested in MOBAs.
I know Richard wants to.
I actually fucking hate MOBAs, man.
Are there any? Are there any mobile game leagues?
No.
Well, if Fortnite ever becomes a league, maybe they'll have a mobile division.
I doubt it'll ever become a league. If it does, it'll be off of pure popularity, and there is... What did you say, Mo? Okay.
What we need is a Minecraft league.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. But I just saying to you, it's a mindless. Well, it's not a mindless game. It's just that it's a battle royale, man. How do you? Where's the? It's too random to be a league. There's like no real strategy, no real overarching strategy that goes, if you know what I mean. Can't really say like, ah, man, these guys are definitively better at this than these guys are.
You just gotta hope that you find the chests with the good stuff inside.
Exactly, and it's like, eventually, you can't get by off of someone. Okay, so right now, the reason,
and I don't think. Maybe they would, but they need a pretty big venue. But since these battle royales, and specifically Fortnite, because that's the one that I.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that one.
You need 100 people. There's no. I don't think they would do the full 100. They'll probably limit it to some smaller number that's much more manageable. But no, maybe they'll even come up with some sort of tournament-specific version that uses fewer people, that has a different dynamic.
But then it's not Fortnite anymore.
No, it's not even just that it won't be Fortnite anymore. Forget that. It's just, if they made a tournament-specific version, then the people watching will feel left out, because only professional players will be playing this version, so other people will be able to relate to it. Other people will be like, yo, this looks like fun. How come I can't play this? Oh, because I'm scrub. Yeah, you gotta let the scrub do it. You gotta play the same things that the professionals play, the same version and everything. Otherwise, they're just gonna feel. You don't want scrubs to feel like scrubs.
Yeah.
You don't want the newbie players to feel like they're novices.
So, back to my main problem with if Fortnite was a league, is like I said, you have the, okay, at some point, we aren't looking at, oh man, this guy, his aim is just amazing. There's too many people like that. So, what Overwatch does is that there's a strategy on top of the aim that people will have. Like, there's an overarching strategy for the game. So it isn't just all falling on someone having the best aim, because that's gonna get boring. And again, there's so many people that have good aim that you can't just sit there and go, oh man.
It could work, but in smaller doses. I don't think people would want to sit there for an hour, 2 hours, watching people get really good headshots. 360 no scopes.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, but I just don't know how, for how long it would be.
This is some shit.
Because there are people who watch like up to 10-minute, even longer compilations of really impressive headshots and other trick shots.
Yeah.
But I don't see anybody watching hour-and-a-half long compilation videos of those kinds of things.
Yeah. So again, we can't just go.
I don't see anybody making it.
Yeah. I don't do that. Sure. Yep, I'm putting it back in the account. Yep.
Tell your mother to
Okay.
stop interrupting the stream.
Uh, I'll let you know, because we might be able to get two for a good deal. So anyway, so yeah, this is what a league needs, in my opinion, for gaming. There has to be an overarching strategy. It can't just go off of, the aim of this dude. That's not gonna work. There has to be a very noticeable skill cap. Like, it has to be like, oh damn, the skill ceiling for this shit is insane. Like you said, we have to be playing the same game. You don't want scrubs to feel like scrubs. You want everyone to believe that they have a chance at getting into the league, you know?
Which they do. It's really all about the dedication people are willing to put into it.
Yeah.
And not everybody's willing to, because, you know, there's this stigma of you focus too much on games and you're...
Yeah. It's not like that in Korea, though.
Not even just Korea. You know, don't limit yourself to just Korea. You know other countries also, you know other countries take this stuff very seriously. Yeah? And the reason why is because the culture is so different over there. They actually have. I mean, where do you ever go in the United States where you see arcades? Not very many places. I know arcades exist in the United States. You just don't see them as much as you used to.
That's very true.
Whereas in Japan, for example, they have a shit ton of arcades, and there are people of all ages going in there with absolutely no shame whatsoever, because
the reason I pointed out Korea is because they're usually the best.
They taught American players how to button buckle.
Koreans.
Back in 1999.
Koreans have us more than beat when it comes to gaming right now. So yeah, that's why I said Korea, not at other countries.
Yeah, it's easier if you're part of a culture where people don't shame you for that kind of thing. If you live in the United States and you dedicate your life to getting really good at a video game, all the people around you are just gonna think less of you.
Yeah.
And there are people who do it despite that, because they know that, you know, despite what people think about them, they know that they're doing this for a reason, and they push through. But more people would be doing it if it wasn't so stigmatized.
Yeah.
And then we would have.
Oh my! What the fuck, dude? How could I not grab anything else?
And then we would have really good players as well. I think we can have as good players as Korea, but just we're not. You know, we're not.
That's another thing that makes Overwatch League so good, is like our players actually match up to. Maybe not full teams don't, but like as far as mechanics go, our players actually match up to.
I think we could completely match them. If there were more people, then there'd be more of a chance. There'd be more odds of there being people. Because you know, some people just naturally have more skill than others. I'm sure there exist people with, you know, so many people that live in the United States. I'm sure there exist people who have the natural talent to be that good, but they just have to fight through the stigma. They might not want to, because they have a lot against them. And if you knock down these walls, you would have less obstacles in the way that they would have to go against, and there'd be more of a chance to see people play at a professional level that are from the United States equal to people you see from other countries. But one small step at a time. Esports have only just established themselves in the sports community, competitive scene, whatever you want to call it.
How the fuck did I get caught, dude? What do you mean? So I don't think we'll ever meet Korea for fighting games, because like you said, the stigma. But for shooters,
I said if we didn't have that, I think we could.
We could if we didn't have the stigma. But as of right
Not
now,
that that's a guarantee. I just think that that increases the odds
yeah, it
because there will be
does.
more people who would want to play the part than other women. Like I said, odds are some of them are bound to be on par with these other people.
Hmm.
Hopefully, this conversation isn't boring anyone
Oh
watching.
my god, what the fuck, dude? Why couldn't that just be an assassination, and why couldn't I see that dude, man? What? I'm just gonna pause it right here so I can order this pizza. But, I think this is a pretty interesting conversation, honestly.
You do, yeah. But I mean, other people do.
Yeah, fair enough. But hey, man, you're watching a gaming stream. If anyone's even watching right now, which I can check, but I don't feel like it.
See how many loyal viewers you really have.
It's usually just Alicia.
Well, have you checked your Tekken video because that has a handful of views.
Let me check.
Because I guarantee you, more than just watched watched.
I have 6 views.
You're famous.
Hmm?
You're famous. I directed people to watch.
What is my most
I
viewed
did.
video? Let me
I'll
check.
try and make your Tekken video the most viewed one, but well,
It will never be the most viewed. I think I know which one is, but I want to know how many views it has.
I know what we're competing with here.
Damn, that video is so old now. It's getting hard to find it. And Jesus, 3 years. I still haven't found it. Oh my god, dude. I had to have passed it at this point. This isn't it. But it has 38 views. That might be my most viewed one. Ah, here it is. 77 views. 2 years ago. That's what we're competing with, Kevin.
All right. So who's watching this right now that we're doing here? Who's watching this?
No one.
Hey. So I guess you're just streaming for later, in case anyone wants to see the pre-recorded stuff.
Pretty much.
All right. You're playing some Tekken today, by the way.
Uh,
And
I'm
that
really
was
not
not a
down to
question.
play that today.
It wasn't a,
You said what?
it wasn't a request.
Oh, it's a request.
You're gonna get on here. You don't have to play me, but you're gonna get on here and you're gonna do those combos again.
Uh, I don't
I
really
just want to.
feel like it.
It's not about feeling like it. Just get on there, do those combos as soon as you can do them reliably. I just want to see it. I just want to make sure that after a week or two, you haven't already dropped how to do those combos. It's important that you do it again. As soon
But
as
I
you
don't
get them
really
consistently,
feel like it.
as soon as you get it consistently, which could potentially take a matter of seconds, or possibly realistically, I feel just a few minutes. As soon as you get them down consistently, you're free to leave.
But I don't really feel like it.
But you're getting on anyway, despite that. Very brave you are. Going against your own feelings like that.
Nah, I'm gonna pass.
And despite that, despite how much you were just not feeling it, you're gonna do it anyway.
Nah, man, I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna train.
Mm-hmm. You're breaking up, Kevin. I cannot make out what you're saying. I think you're riding through a tunnel.
Just do the combos. You don't have to do new ones. You don't have to do new combos. Just do them for my peace of mind, and honestly, it's for your peace of mind too. But I understand that you don't care about your peace of mind right now. But so that's what I'm saying. Do for my peace of mind. I just want to be sure that the next time
What
you
is our
do
price
feel
point?
Like it,
Okay. What do you want? We'll think of something. Yeah. Actually, no, I don't have your card number. You got a new card. You got... I don't have your card number on everything. Oh, okay. I don't have that on everything anyway. Yeah. What 2 toppings do you want? Okay. I really don't feel like playing that shit, man.
alright. Well, I waited patiently while you, I think, were ordering a pizza there. But what I want to avoid is the next time that you do feel like it, the 30, 45 minutes or so used up on you reacquainting yourself with the combos. That's all I want to avoid. Do this for what I'm sure will be just a minute or two. And you don't have to do it right now. I'm not saying do it right this second.
I might do it.
Give yourself some time, eat your pizza. I'm gonna eat, when you eat your pizza, I'm probably gonna go eat something as well. And then we'll come back, and then around the time you do that, you hop on, do your, let's see, fortune, cookie, Chinese name, and I forgot what the third one was.
Fortune cookie Chinese?
I don't know what the name of the combos is. One is called fortune cookie.
Oh,
the other one has some name that I don't
yeah,
know.
gotcha. I was kind of lost on what you were even talking about.
That's because you're not paying
The
attention.
fuck, dude? What the fuck?
And that's the reason why I'm paying attention.
Ugh. Okay, I just gotta wait until this turns around, but it doesn't look like he's gonna turn around anytime soon.
Something that I wish was a thing. I wish they had some sort of online practice mode where you can have a friend on and essentially battle each other, but nobody ever has a completely depleted health bar. But I guess that's what regular battles are supposed to be. sounds good. Well, no. Okay.
This dude can't even see me and he's following the shit out of me.
Crouch, you can turn invisible. Your invisibility.
Finally, he gave up.
If you had to play a male character in Tekken, who would you play?
Probably the dude with the kicks.
Aran?
Yeah.
I can see that, actually. I can see it being annoying as hell. Alright, here's another one. If you had to play a Mishima, who would you play?
Who?
A Mishima. You know, Heihachi, Kazuya, Jin. All of their last names are Mishima.
I don't know.
If they're related. You know what the differences are between the two?
Not really.
Then I guess you're just gonna pick off a coolness factor or whatever else you use off of.
I think I would just go with it.
Yeah, exactly what I got two more for you. If you had to be one of the bears, you know, Kuma or Panda, who would you play that?
Panda.
Now, any particular reason why? Because she's Lee's friend? Is that what?
It just looks better than fucking brown bear.
You could be a polar bear.
Nah, that shit looks stupid. Honestly, the fucking hair in the Unreal Engine just doesn't look good. And fur is included.
Now, don't blame that entirely. Because the DLC characters, well, actually, if you compare the DLC characters to the regular characters, there's a pretty noticeable difference in quality.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, across the board. Not just in the hair, but in the skin texture and everything.
Well, damn.
And the reason why is, again, because Tekken is, Tekken 7 specifically, is actually really old. Because remember, it was in the arcades for 2 years before it got out into the console market.
Yeah.
And it's already been in the console market for quite a few years. That's why this looks very, very dated. But then, of course, the DLC characters, which are only conceptualized way after the home release, look night and day different compared to the default costumes. And this is my final question. If you had to play one of the projectile characters, which one would you play?
None. Fuck them all.
No, you gotta pick one.
I'd rather die.
You gotta pick one.
And I don't even know all of them.
You know all two of them.
Oh, there's only two?
Yes. Well, there's three, but there's three.
Who's the third one?
This DLC character is a vampire lady named Ariza, or Eliza.
Oh, I would
I haven't
actually
died.
have to see what she plays like to know if I would choose her. So,
No, her
no
projectile
comments.
is actually, her projectile is exactly the same as Beast. She has that
Well, I'm not really going off of
foreshadow.
just a projectile. I want to see like how the fucking character plays.
I think you're gonna see though. She looks very weird. Like, with the horns coming out of her head, gigantic ones.
Ah, this is some shit, dude. I have to fucking air assassinate this guy, so I can't just kill him right now. Then this
Oh, are
guy
you
keeps
doing
fucking
the
rotating.
Are you doing? Let me take a wild guess. And I am not watching your stream, so if I get this, I promise you because I guessed. Right? Are you right now doing the mission where there are several ways I can try to describe this mission, but I'm going to describe it by this way. Are you playing the mission where you have to air assassinate a guy who's on a horse while on top of the American flag?
No.
Oh, damn. You're not doing the one where you have to run back and forth between covers like an army of soldiers shooting you.
No, I'm not doing that one yet.
Damn it. I was so sure.
Take
Alright, let's
another
play
guess.
lay
It's
it on me.
probably one of the hardest ones you've had to deal with. If you were you
I don't
100%ing
remember.
the game when you played?
I did all of the missions, so that's like all of them, side missions and everything. Like everything that had a cutscene, I did it.
But did you full sync? Or are you trying to full sync everything?
No, I kind of lost interest after, you know, you reach that point where you're supposed to find all of these weird shapes that are all over the map after you complete the main game.
Yeah, I've actually done that. I played.
I did a few of those, but then I lost them.
Yeah, I got them all. It was very,
Not worth it.
yeah, but
That's the sense that I got. Whatever the goal was here, wasn't gonna be worth it.
oh
I
yeah, I
100%
did
did
that
the.
shit, and it was kind of pointless. But
Well, I
hey,
figured. I 100% did AC4, which was interesting.
dude,
Because apparently,
what the fuck, dude? There's just no
because
doing this shit.
Because apparently you don't actually need to do everything to get 100%. You can actually leave some chests unopened, even though the chests count towards 100%.
Well, okay, were you trying to full sync the missions? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, if you were doing that, you remember some of the toughest ones, I'm sure.
Some, but I guarantee you I don't remember them all, and that might mean that I don't remember the one that you're trying to do.
Well, I don't. Well, just take a couple more guesses.
I remember one in particular, but I don't remember if it was a Hatham mission or a Connor mission, but there was this annoying one where you had to go into this fort and you had to free all of the captives.
You had to go into a fort and do it.
And free all of the captives.
Yeah. I think I got past that one already.
I remember
And I'm sure that was a
one.
Hatham mission.
Yeah, I believe it's the one where they were disguised as soldiers, so
Yep,
I think that was Hatham.
that was definitely a Hatham.
Fine, I'll take one more guess. I really don't think at this point, but it's not the one that I thought that I like had a feeling it was that one. I really don't think I'm gonna get it now. But I'll take one more.
This one is harder than that one.
I don't remember, I probably don't even remember the hardest one of them all. I just remember a few.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
I'm not trying to guess. I'm not trying to guess what the actual side objective in the mission.
Yeah.
The only other guess I have, and I'm almost certain that it's completely wrong, because it's a mission that's right around the one that I guess I'm almost certain that it's not this one either, but is it the mission where you have to sabotage two boats? You gotta swim way out to them and sabotage both of them.
Yep. That is
Oh
the
wow,
hardest
it's that one? That's
Mm-hmm.
the one? I was so sure I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah, man. This is the hardest
I was
one.
so I was so sure because it's I think like the one before it or the one right after this one is the one that I guessed first. Because they all because like I remember that all of these missions involve the same guy and you do them all in a row. So
Yep. It didn't have anything to do with Hatham in this mission, though.
not Hatham, no, the guy, the
No,
Putnam.
I know. I'm just saying your guess, your first guess, which was the Hatham mission, is not.
No, that was my second guess.
Oh, that was your second. Okay.
My second guess was the one where you had the air assassinate a guy on a horse from the top of
Oh
pole.
yeah, yeah.
You had to run back and forth between cover as an army of British soldiers shooting you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one is either before this one or immediately after the one that you're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it's soon after this one, but this one right here, man. It's a bitch because you have to air assassinate the one dude, and then everybody is... What?
Honestly, any of those AC3 missions that involve sneaking onto a boat or
Yeah.
something about the boats. They just made them so that they just work completely against the game's own stealth system. Your best hope is hanging off in the ledge, but not everyone's gonna be an idiot who wants to let the rim. I can't stand looking at the boats in AC3.
God, dude, get down!
Not after the ones in AC4 look so good.
Fuck.
The AC3 ones now just look like
God,
floating
here's my
pieces of wood.
chance. What the fuck? Why, man? Why? No. I fucking moved already, and now. So, alright. Something I wanted to talk about is, I was pretty surprised that you aren't that interested in the MCU.
I'm interested, but I guess the reason why is because I'm just so far behind. It's not that I'm not interested. I'm interested, but I'm just not that interested in playing catch up now and watching all of the Marvel movies that I missed. So at this point, if I'm gonna watch, it's probably just gonna be by jumping ahead. I mean, I watched Captain Marvel, and I probably shouldn't have because
Well,
that movie,
hey, it didn't really spoil anything. That
it was a
more...
prequel, yeah, but it seems like it was setting up. It kind of told you what happens in by the end of.
Oh, you
Infinity
watched
War.
the end credits. Damn.
Of course I did. What the hell was I gonna do? Sit there and my brother and Howard got up long before the credits even started rolling, and I told them, "Wait, it's gonna be there's always." And they stood in the aisle like idiots, and then they were about to leave because they're nah, man, it's taking too long. See, and then just before they walk out, it happened, and they were like, "Oh shit, he's right."
Why the fuck would you watch an end credit scene to some shit that's whatever, man?
Why? I mean, really, your question shouldn't even be why I'm watching the end credits scene. Your question should be why are you even watching this movie?
Nah, man, the movie didn't
Yeah.
really spoil anything. The end credit scene is what spoiled shit.
I watched the end credit scene because I paid to watch that movie. Actually, I didn't just pay to watch that movie. I paid for two people to watch that movie. So I was gonna watch the whole damn movie.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, I'm interested. Just not interested enough to go back now and start watching all of the late 2000s, early 2010s Marvel movies.
The only ones you
wasn't-
really need to see are the Captain America movies and the Iron Man movie.
You know, okay, the Iron Man ones, I've already seen the first. Captain America, I saw the first one, but I don't care about Captain America. So I'm pretty sure the only one I really need to watch is Civil War.
Civil
isn't even
War
really
and Winter
entirely
Soldier.
about them. I don't know. I don't know if I
Winter
can sit through
Soldier
it
was
and
actually the best Marvel movie in my opinion. And I'm not even a Captain America fan.
I'm not even a Marvel fan.
I actually prefer DC, but their movies are so trash.
Yeah, I didn't say I preferred their movies. I know their movies are horrible. Well, Wonder Woman was fine, and the Dark Knight trilogy was fine, but everything that isn't those are pretty horrible.
Mm. Well, I give up. He'll never do it. I don't know why I expect people to have the same willpower that I did when it came to Game of Thrones.
And that's another one too, man. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
What the fuck?
Seasons
Oh
of
my god,
Game of
this
Thrones.
fucking mission, dude. So, what about Game of Thrones?
I said, I don't know if I can get through it.
You don't know if you could do it because of what?
I don't know if I can fit the 8 seasons in. If I did, and this is the only way I've ever seen myself do it. If I did, if there's a show that's existed, or hell, even a series of movies that have existed and I missed them, the only way I can see myself doing it is if there's a marathon of them, back to back, and I just have to sit down for hours and watch them.
You can do that, though.
I know. But I'm telling you, that's the only way. Because that was the only way that I caught up with Breaking Bad, and I really liked that show. And I only caught it on the literal day they were going to show the series finale. It was the first time I ever watched it.
How many hours did you sit?
Well, actually, it wasn't one day. It was 2. They were showing the marathon for 2 days, and I missed a bunch of episodes because they were showing them in the night, and I had to get some sleep, so I slept in the night. Missed a bunch of them. They weren't going to repeat them, so I just had to continue watching wherever they...
You can binge watch the actual fuck out of the show because an
that's
HBO
the only way I think
subscription.
you're going to be able to do it. I know, and I'm telling you, that's the only way we're going to have to do it. I don't think we're going to be able to do this by watching 1 or 2 every week.
I wasn't expecting you to.
Well, you never said that. Because that's how we've been doing it up until now. All the shows you and I have been watching, we watch 1 or 2 every week. And not even every week. We miss entire months. We miss entire months to watch something. And I absolutely am not going to be able to watch all 8 seasons if I'm going to watch 1 episode every couple months.
Let's go! No!
Here's
Dude, why the fuck, dude?
Here's what I'll do for you. I suspect, I have a very strong inclination that I don't think you and I together are going to be able to watch this consistently, so I think it kind of just is up to me to make sure that I watch it.
What show are we talking about?
Game of Thrones.
Nah, man, I already kind of told you to just binge watch that shit.
I know you told me to do it, and that's the only way I'm able to do it. I would prefer for you and I to watch together, but I've since realized there's no way for us to do it consistently. It is going to be up to me to do it, so I guess I'll have to...
I mean, hey, we can watch some episodes.
No, I don't even want us to try. If it happens, it happens, but I don't want us to plan anything.
I mean, it wouldn't take much to watch some episodes together.
We'll see how it goes. But, I guess it's up to me to binge what I'm supposed to do. That's a really tough thing to do.
I know that's what I did. Shit. Because I got in a couple seasons late. What the fuck did you get on, dude? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Fucking bullshit, dude. This is the actual hardest one to fully sync.
I didn't even remember I didn't remember that mission because it had some difficult side objective. I only remembered it because the mission itself was just annoying.
You mean to tell me I don't have any, dude? What the fuck?
So
Alright.
go ahead, Antoine. Tell me then, what is the objective of the mission, and what are the side objectives, and which one is the one that's really annoying for you?
I just left a mission, so I can't tell.
What were you trying to do? That was so difficult. That
You
was
have
making
to
you compare each other.
sabotage the ship's powder kegs or some shit. And one of the side objectives is to air assassinate a grenader, but it's like super hard to air assassinate them because there's more enemies around, and you know the ships are always.
So I imagine what you've been trying to do is off them one by one and leaving the grenadier by himself.
Pretty much. God damn it, I can't even hear myself think because my mom's just screaming about some random shit. What?
Is she screaming it to you?
No, but she's screaming. What the fuck? I can't fucking think when she's screaming, no matter who's that. So, fucking, what were we even talking about? Oh yeah, so, the goal of the mission is to sabotage these powder kegs. The hard part of it is that the ships are always open because it's a fucking ship, so there's not much to hide behind. And, there are a lot of patrolling enemies, and you have to air assassinate the Grenader, but when you air assassinate him, everybody sees you jumping on this dude, and they're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Do air assassinations count as, I don't remember, do air assassinations count as silent kills?
Not really. They're pretty
so
loud.
Somebody who has his back turned will hear it.
Yeah, they will turn around in a lot of cases.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, you're jumping off a high platform, landing on a wooden floor. There's no way to there's no real way to mess with that. I think AC4 kind of tweaked it a bit where they made air assassinations actually stealthy somehow.
And AC4 was just...
I mean, really, they toned down the AI across the board.
But everyone's like, oh man, I love Pirates Creed, dude.
Hey, I still liked it. We all know that the main, fun of the game didn't come from the actual assassinating. It came from the ships.
And that's why I didn't like it that much. Like, man, I was trying to play an AC game while you motherfuckers were just here like, man, I want a pirate game.
To be fair, there aren't any real pirate games right now. That one, and I think Rogue is kind of piratey. It's just without as much focus on the pirate stuff, though.
And you do not go into a game series and want some shit that's not even like, man, the fuck.
To be fair, it actually, unlike with Metal Gear Survive, this actually makes sense. It's during a time period where people did pirate and people did use these kinds of ships, and a lot of combat happened using these ships, and not so much with hand-to-hand combat. So it all made sense in the context. Edward was more of a pirate than an assassin. Hell, he didn't even join the assassins until right at the end.
And
he was never really an assassin.
They should have never went into that time period.
If Metal Gear already had zombies established, then Metal Gear Survive wouldn't have been that much of a stretch. But this makes sense. They're in the golden age of piracy. In the 18th century. Early 18th century. In the West Indies, no less. They're in the exact right spot, in the exact right time period, with the exact right character.
That's why you avoid that shit, man. You just be like, I'm telling you what happened, yo. They were like, man, we want to make a fucking pirate game, and Ubisoft was like, dude, but we want Assassin's Creed, and they were like, you know what, fuck it. You can make your pirate game. We'll just stick Assassin's Creed on that shit. And thus,
And the character
fucking
isn't some
game.
random character. It's Haytham's dad and Connor's grandpa. So the guy we're playing as isn't some random guy, which I feel like if it were just some random guy, it would have diluted the game a bit more.
And it diluted the fuck out of it.
So you would prefer it be some random guy and not a Kenway?
Ah, man, I prefer it not have ever even been a thing.
But that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying since it is, if they were going to release this game, and despite your protests, they're going to release this game, would you at least say, okay, can the main guy at least not be related to Connor and Haytham?
Sure, because then we can retcon that shit later.
I mean, you still could.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard. It's harder to do.
And honestly, there was no real reason for them to make it a character that's related to Haytham and Connor because, number one, Desmond's already dead.
Yeah.
And number two, again, there was no real reason to add more lore to Desmond's story because he's already dead. The game had nothing to do with him, so they could have made it a completely different, unrelated character, and the story would have been exactly the same, except that the ending wouldn't have been as cool.
But nah, man. They just had to ruin a good franchise.
AC4 did not ruin the Assassin.
It was the worst Assassin's Creed game. It was a good game, though. I don't like it as an Assassin's Creed game.
Go back and play the Ezio games and tell me how well they actually hold up today.
They really don't hold up that well.
Exactly, they don't.
And your point is?
My point is, those games, at the time, of course, because they were new, but ever since AC3 came out, and everything that came out after AC3, I would say all of the first games, with Altair, and the Ezio trilogy, they would be the worst now, simply because they feel very old, they feel very antiquated. They don't hold up well. AC4 still holds up well.
I think AC3 is better.
That's fine. But actually, I'm gonna take back what I said just a little bit. I'm gonna backpedal just a little bit. The games hold up well, but maybe they don't hold up so well as I think either because, well, since AC4, since Rogue, they've changed core mechanics of the game. So perhaps now people who play those newer Assassin's Creed games come back to these older ones, see this very simplistic combat mechanic, and they're like, "What is this?" And they're gonna be like, "No, this does not hold up well."
Man, you were a goddamn assassin, not some normal civilian getting your ass kicked because your level's lower.
You can't just expect any rookie assassin to be an automatic killing machine.
And in Assassin's Creed, Origin, you are not a rookie. You're supposed to be like a police force of that time. And you're just getting your ass kicked.
It still doesn't mean that you're gonna kick everybody's ass in the entire. Like, you can go up to anyone. I don't know what his name is, but he can go up to anybody in the entire world and destroy them. Just because he's part of some sort of Egyptian police force.
Yeah, man, but you just got regular ass people whooping your ass because their level's higher than you do. What the fuck?
You should be able to whoop any civilian.
Well, not really. It wasn't really a civilian, but it was like some low tier, like grunts just whooping your ass. You're just there like, but I'm an assassin. Yeah, man.
Some common dime a dozen thief who steals from the local bazaar.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think the police force should be able to tangle with those guys pretty easily. But one thing I'm going to tell you right now, AC3 did it horribly Now it was harder than AC4. I'll give them that. 100%. I'll give them that all night and all day. But I'm gonna shit all over AC3 with this one point right here. In the
But you're shitting
very
on 4 as
same.
well.
Yeah, I am, but I'm gonna shit even harder on AC3 specifically with this point I'm about to make.
Hmm.
In this one
I'm looking for
scene
Israel
in the
Putnam.
game, not even the scene, the part where you
On
play,
whose
where you're
orders?
able to interact with the world. The part and he's already able to do double and triple kills without ever even being trained by Achilles yet is some shit. Connor comes to Achilles already a complete 19-year-old killing
uh,
This is not
machine,
Bunker
not
Hill.
even trained by the
I'm
assassins
Briggs.
yet.
There's been
hey
some
man, fucking,
disagreements.
So what
uh,
did he need Achilles for? He can already do the climbing because he learned that from his
Shooting
tribe.
camp.
That's
Any news
fair
from
enough. He can do
Boston?
all the
The
amazing climbing
Tories
without
aren't
becoming an
moving.
assassin.
the
That's fair. I have
Indians
no
were
problem with
better
that.
in hand-to-hand combat.
I think
No,
Biden
no,
and
but
the
not
elders
like
plan
this.
to assemble an
Not like
army
this.
on these hills. A good
Not being
plan
able to
might make
do
Gregos
double and
rethink
triple
their
kills
strategy.
already.
And what of John Pitcairn? That
Not like
bastard,
this.
the cages, the guns. He's appeared
So,
time to time to
but even if
Pontus
they
sent
were,
regards
here's
by
the
way of
thing.
cannon fire.
Even if the
It's all right
Indians
though.
were,
He'll have
what
what's
did
coming
Connor
to
need
him
Achilles
soon
for?
enough.
uh,
If you remember, in the
he wasn't
cutscene, the
very
story
sneaky.
reason. No, but he is. He already mentioned he can climb up trees, and nobody can detect you up on a tree. And if he can climb those trees, he can definitely climb buildings. But what did he come to Achilles for? He came to Achilles for training.
Putnam's just up ahead. You can't
And
miss.
he can already do everything that didn't involve a specific item that was given to him by Achilles.
Man, look, that is supposed to be separated from the fucking cutscenes, you know.
They could have made it so that Connor at least couldn't do double kills, or that two enemies can't attack you at the same time.
Why did they use a Wilhelm scream? What the fuck, dude? Why didn't I notice that in my first playthrough? Wow.
What happened?
Wilhelm scream.
Hmm?
There is a famous scream used in movies. This scream.
One of those stock screens.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I can think of a couple of stock footage screens, but I don't.
It is the fucking most used one. And if you ever watch, if you've ever watched Cinema Sin, you always hear about it.
I don't want to.
Jesus. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I guess I'll have to watch your stream.
I can't believe they used that shit. It's the most famous stock scream. It was in not Buzz Lightyear, in Toy Story. When Woody got smacked by that fucking, you probably don't remember. Or was it even Woody? I think it was Buzz. What?
Are you talking about the first Toy Story or the second? Which one?
Toy Story 1.
Man, I probably should run this, so tell me what the scene was.
Buzz gets smacked by a fucking... Was it? Alright, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, Buzz gets smacked by a fucking light. By a...
Oh, when
lamp.
Woody tosses the lamp at him and he falls out the window.
Yeah.
And Buzz makes that scream?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Let me look at the scene here.
Oh my god, man.
I'm familiar with several of them. I couldn't tell you which one is the most famous, because honestly I hear like 3 of them a lot.
And that is the most famous.
I hear them all about the same. There could be one, but I think I'm just watching some really terrible TV shows and movies, because they use a lot of these. Let me really look at they would stop.
Every time I hear it, I
usually-
fucking die laughing.
It takes me out of the immersion.
I can't believe they use that shit. What the fuck?
You really can't believe it. I can't believe when I hear it anyway. I don't believe anybody uses it.
I never heard it in a game before.
Alright, I'm watching that scene.
Oh, I know what I must.
I can't get over how the toys blink each eye individually.
In Toy Story?
Yeah, the toys blink each eye individually. They don't blink both eyes together. They never do. And that's something they do on purpose, but I just wish they wouldn't do that. It's stupid.
Oh, I don't recall that actually.
I think you might have to actually pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. That is the worst one of them.
Oh man.
That one never makes any sense in any context ever. No one ever makes I'd love to know where, in what case, that scream was actually, you know, not stock. It was in the piece of media that actually did it.
What fucking YouTube video was I watching? It was telling the history of the Wilhelm scream, and it was, some old western that, a motherfucker screamed that shit in, and it was, actual, like, not stock one. It
Was it a spaghetti western?
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Yeah.
That does sound like an Italian man scream. That scream just sounds like vintage Italian movie.
It's like that definitely sounds like an Italian man screaming. Man, that shit kills me. Every time I hear it. No! No! Why are you going that way, you piece of shit?
This is, yeah. I never noticed that it was in Toy Story either.
Oh
I
man.
didn't notice it was in AC. I didn't notice it was in Toy Story.
How do I throw this? God damn it. Hey, how do you throw smoke bombs in the game?
You gotta select them.
Like, I know you can drop them, but I want to throw it. What the fuck, dude? So you got a whole triangle? Oh my god, it didn't fucking carry over my smoke. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Summon your horse and replenish all of your consumables.
You can't do that shit in on a boat, yo.
Stop saying it.
Hmm?
Stop saying it.
Alright, yo.
Is there pizza even there yet?
What?
It's gotta be on fire.
What the fuck? Don't turn around, you piece of shit. Oh my god, drop! What are you doing, Connor? Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. He kill you. There we go. Oh my god, don't turn around, dude. I don't need you. God. Why are you waiting here, dude? Alright, as long as this dude doesn't come over, I should be okay. Oh no, oh no. Oh my god, dude. Fuck.
This is a bit, the music here is a bit loud.
You said what?
The music here is a bit loud. That's why I need to play that.
In the stream?
No. I can't hear. If you're playing any music, I can't hear it. I'm pretty sure you heard that scream in a cutscene, right? Because I really don't think that's a scream you hear during.
It was a cutscene.
Did it happen during an explosion? Because they usually use it during an explosion.
Yeah, it was an explosion.
I don't know why modern sound actors seem to think that that's the sound people make from the cotton explosion.
Nah, it's done as a joke. It's snuck in by sound editors.
Well, so then you knew that the sound was in there.
I didn't know it was in this game. Movie sounds have sound editors as well.
Have you been looking at this game Days Gone?
Not really. I saw one video that was a guy expressing that he was done with that game. And he just showed a bunch of glitches.
Yeah, that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's complaining that this game is plagued with glitches. Seems to be some kind of survival game.
Yeah, it's some sort of survival game. I kind of knew that game was gonna be some shit when it was a fucking zombie game, and I don't know how that game's so glitchy and it's been in development for so long.
Was it a very big team of people?
Yeah, man. Very respectable team of people.
No, no, big team. It was a very big team of people.
Respectably large team of people. Son of a bitch, dude. Okay, alright, I'm done with this game for today. I can't do it.